Hi, this is Tracy from Giftbasketappeal, and today we're going to make an easy Valentine wreath. So let's get started. I'm going to be wrapping this cardboard wreath form that I cut out, and I just cut a random circle. I actually used a bowl, cut around it, and then I used a smaller bowl and traced right inside, and then I cut that out. So it's a little bit uneven, but I think it'll be okay. I'm going to use this burlap ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's 9 feet, and I'm going to use that to wrap our wreath form. And so all I'm going to do is, this is going to be the front of it, and I am going to wrap this around, kind of pulling it a little bit tight. And I'm just going to cover it. Just pulling it around. I'm just overlapping it just a little bit, and it gives me a pretty good amount of coverage. You just have to make sure you have enough ribbon to wrap it around, and that's also going to depend on how large you cut out your circle. And I'm just barely wrapping it around there, just overlapping just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to wrap this all the way around, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get it to stay in place once I'm done. Okay, so now that I'm all the way done, I'm just going to wrap that last part around, and you want to make sure once you have it positioned, I'm just using a hot glue gun. I'm going to secure it right around the back there. Be careful with my fingers back here. And I'll make sure I list all of the supplies below. And just to let you know, I do have my glue gun on a high setting. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. It's all wrapped up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to decorate it with some red hearts. So I'm going to just cut out some small red hearts to fit on here. And I'm going to just cut out my hearts kind of randomly. Just want them to be able to fit. So I've got that folded end up. This is usually how I cut out my hearts so that they'll come out nice and even. And so it should look like that, because I want them to be able to fit right around my wreath. So I'm going to cut this just a little bit smaller because I don't really want it to come over the edges. And then once I have it the size that I want, I'm going to show you how to attach it to the wreath. That should be small enough. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a couple of these little hearts. and then we'll attach them to the wreath. So I'm done cutting out all of my felt hearts, and they're pretty small because I want them to kind of fit right around the wreath and not come too far over that border, but just at the edge. So I'm going to randomly place them on here so I could see what they look like before I glue them on. So I'm just going have one facing one way and one facing the other way. So facing in and out. And this way I can see what they look like before I start gluing those down. I'm going to spread them out just a little bit more. Okay, and I think that should be pretty good. I like the way that looks. So I'm going to start gluing them down, and I'm just using a little bit because I don't really want it to come through my felt. This is such a fun and easy wreath to make. And you can fill it up with as many hearts as you want. You can play with different colors. Like I said, this burlap ribbon I got from the Dollar Tree, and I wish I would have picked up more because at that price, it was a great, and in so many different colors, I could have used that to carry me throughout my crafting throughout the year. Okay, make sure. Let's put it on there. And then I have this other ribbon. It's got a little bit of polka dots on it, and I was thinking of doing maybe something like this, or just right on the edge here. Just kind of coming around with it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes it's just kind of fun to kind of not have everything planned out and see what you need. Kind of make it up as you go on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I think it'll be nice. It's a nice little polka dot ribbon. I'm just going to cut little strips and I'm going to glue them on. So I have it where I want. I don't need much glue. And you don't have to do this. I just feel like it needs something else. Make sure that looks okay on the front. This one I cut a little bit shorter than I wanted it, but I think it still will be okay. I'll make sure I got it right there. Yeah, but like I said, you don't have to do it exactly like this. You can do it, you can find any kind of ribbon and do it. And I am going to keep going around and finishing this off, and I'll come back to show you what it looks like. Okay, my wreath is all covered, and so it looks pretty good. I don't know if you could really see that detail, but that extra little ribbon actually helped. It probably looked nice in white also. You can try out some different colors. And I'm going to use this for the tops, and this is what it looks like on the back side. And so what I'm going to do is we need to attach some ribbon so that we can hang it. And this is very light since it's cardboard, And so all I'm going to do is take that matching ribbon and I know that heart is right here, so I want it in the center there. So all I'm going to do is put a little bit more on there. Make sure that's on there really good. And that looks really good. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. And like I said, you can mix up colors. I did go back a little bit, and under some of these hearts, I just kind of put just a little dot of glue on there. And so I just did that at the end to make it look neater. Even if you want to take some glue and maybe go under your ribbon a little bit, if you want it to lay flat like that. This wreath actually was Pinterest inspired. I noticed that they used more of a rounder type wreath form, but I wanted to use the cardboard and cover it. So this is very economical. It's a good way to get rid of all that cardboard you got sitting around. And if you happen to make a wreath, go to my Gift Basket Appeal Facebook page and post it there. I would love to see your creation. So go and get all that cardboard out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all of you watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Going around on each side, and then when I get close to the end, I'll come back to show you how I fill in those other last few. Okay, so I'm almost to the end of my wreath, and I've got one that I need to fill in right here.